How's it going, everyone? I'm Vivi and welcome back to another Sly Cooper related video. So very recently I was surfing onto this Sly Cooper Fan Network website. Now I did mention this website a long time ago in my Sly community video. It's a pretty interesting website, by the way. I will talk about it more later. Now I found a very interesting post. It really caught my attention. Sucker Punch's Brian Fleming, co-founder and producer, tweeted the following on Twitter. Now guys, this is not recent, this is like a month old, but it is interesting. You'll get to know why later. SakuraCon, like mentioned in the following post you see on screen, is an annual anime convention which takes place in Seattle, and someone cosplayed Sly, which looks great. And the thing is, with Sly Cooper, whenever we see the word Sucker Punch and Sly put together, some of us tend to, ask the following question. Could this be yet another hint that Sucker Punch is dropping, suggesting that they may be working on a 5th Sly Cooper game? Or is this just another sentimental post by one of the key founders of our collective childhood? Normally, we'd start to speculate, right? Oh, what if Sucker Punch is working on Sly 5? Finally, Sanzaru's no longer working on the project. Actually, the person in this picture found the picture and he left a comment. Salutations, comrade. I am the cosplayer in the above photograph, and while I can say I was absolutely honored to run into Brian Fleming, I can safely say the man was simply thrilled to find a fan of the series. We had a long, pleasant talk, took pictures, and said our goodbyes. Brian is an amazing man. I hope to meet him again. And then the administrator of the fan network page proceeded by asking him the following question. What is Sucker Punch up to? Now, we all know they're working on a very secret project. We haven't gotten any news in like forever. But wait a minute, someone from Sucker Punch posted a picture related to Sly Cooper. This has got to mean something. Look, I always believed Sly Cooper would be left to Sanzaru from now on. And some of you also probably think the same. And guess what? It's true. Sucker Punch is no longer going to work on the Sly Cooper series. And here's why. The guy in the photograph replied by saying that Brian Fleming feels like the franchise is in good hands now, and I'm 100% sure he's talking about Sly Cooper. And of course, Fleming did not talk about their secret project. When it comes to Sucker Punch, their projects are always kept low-key, secret, and just kept away from the public until the official announcement. Now, I might be mistaken, maybe in the future they might go back to Sly Cooper, but judging by the reply by Fleming, Sucker Punch is not working on Sly 5. Now, whose hands was Fleming talking about? Sanzaru, of course. And in my opinion, guys, this pretty much ends the debate. Sly is left to Sanzaru, and they would love to work on Sly Cooper 5. All they're waiting for is a green light from Sony. That's it. I might be overthinking this, but Sucker Punch saying the franchise is in good hands. It's as if they're implying that there's more to come, and I do believe that there's more to come. Sly Cooper 5. With the rise of platformers and all that, with the success of Ratchet & Clank PS4, something tells me Sony will consider Sly Cooper 5. And still to this day, the picture of this cake. Someone from Sony brought this cake to Sucker Punch's studio. I'm sure Sony, in the back of their minds, they haven't forgotten about our good old raccoon Sly Cooper. And to answer the question which was asked on the fan page, it's just a sentimental thing. Sucker Punch, they worked on 3 Sly Cooper games. They're simply remembering the stuff they worked on. That's just how I see it. So, for those of you who are still wondering, is Sucker Punch going to make Sly 5? The co-founder himself said it's in the right hands. I think that's pretty clear. That's a pretty clear answer. So no, Sanzaru will be the one working on Sly Cooper 5. Now, if that's not enough to convince you, then what is? Who else would develop Sly Cooper 5, apart from Sucker Punch and Sanzaru? Sony already has a studio ready to work on it, so. And if I'm not mistaken, Sanzaru Games is currently free. Their last game was released back in February 2016 and was published by Disney Interactive Studios. Maybe they are working on a project right now, who knows? Maybe it could be Sly 5, but I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. And if they do announce it at E3 2017, well, let's just say I'm gonna lose it, okay? Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose it. No, but honestly, if they do announce Sly 5 next month, it's about time. Now, I wanna say something. Sanzaru Games, they made Sly 4, right? Let them continue the series. Some of you might completely disagree and, I don't know, maybe you disliked Sly 4, that's okay. I liked it. Can they do better? Absolutely. I feel like the developer knows what to do next. 1, there's a cliffhanger, duh. And 2, Clockwork, all those Easter eggs and stuff. I'm sure the team asked themselves, okay, Clockwork is an immortal owl. He lived on for generations. No backstory in Sly Cooper 1. Okay, we gotta do something about that. Very interesting villain. There's a ton of stuff we can do with this guy. I feel like they're planning on bringing back Clockwork, and they should. There's a lot of unanswered questions, and we need them to get answered. Next thing I want to go over. About this Sly Cooper Fan Network, I gotta say I am very impressed. It's a good place to update fans. Very organized, very clean, not too difficult. You know what I find fascinating? To go to such lengths to create a website, a fan page, so that all fans can gather around in the same place. I actually made an account very recently, well actually today? Yeah, and to be honest I'm still getting used to the website. And guys, maybe you don't want to, but I feel like we should support this page. You click on members and you create your account by clicking join site. It's your choice. Look, Ratchet & Clank already has this fan website called Ratchet Galaxy. Sly needs love too, alright? So come on, let's support this page. Share it, do whatever you want. I feel like a lot of effort has been put into this fan page. I see great potential on this website. If we can get it to run a lot, then great. That's another way of growing the Sly Cooper community. Like I said, the website is very fun, there's a bunch of games you can find, links to merchandise, there's a bunch of discussions and all, very interesting. And a couple of days ago, something caught my attention. The administrator sent me a very nice message, and thank you again if you're watching. That meant a lot. In that message, he mentioned a desktop Thieves Raccoonus, which you can find info on thief.net, which is an archived website. You can find a bunch of Flash games on there, by the way. Now about this desktop Thieves Raccoonus, all we know is that we can find info on the wiki page. And what this did back in the day, we would unlock pages by finding codes scattered through websites, articles and all that, and there's a nice description on the fan network. Now all the administrator found was sly_page1_.x, and apparently it does not run on Windows XP nor Windows 10. And by the way, there's a bunch of nice multiple screenshots below. And I'm gonna ask you guys, did you know about this? Have you ever used it? Do you remember what it was like? Do you maybe still have it working on an old computer? If so, contact slycoopernet@gmail.com. And honestly, if you do have it running on your computer, that is absolutely great. It's like prehistoric stuff we're talking about. But feel free, if you do want to support the fan network, the link will be in the description below. And other than that guys, this is pretty much it for the video. So as usual, leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. And I hope that this video finally answered your question regarding, of course, the possibility of Sucker Punch working on Sly 5. If you're still not convinced, explain why in the comments below. Other than that, I've been VV and thanks a lot for watching.